Greetings and salutations to all who have happened to have found this video. I don't know how you managed to do so, but I'm glad that you're here to join us on this day. Now, today is the day of St. Valentine's Day himself, the day of corny romantic comedy movies, and the day of discount chocolate. And I thought I'd help chime in on the most romantic day of the year by talking about my own views on romance anime and manga. Now, to give a little bit of history lesson, a little bit of crash course, is in my previous video I talked about how I got into this whole medium, and in that video I mentioned that the first anime I got into was a romance anime. It was a harem anime, but harem is a subgenre of romance, a less classy one, but nonetheless. And it was Nisekoi, in case you're wondering specifically on what it is. I know it's a weird one to fall for, hook, line, sinker for, but that's the one I fell for, I guess. And after I watched this, I got addicted to the whole romance thing. And I was like, ooh, what can I get next? It's tasty. And so I started looking online for all the most popular ones, and then I got into the lesser known ones, and then the lesser ones, and then I started searching every dark crevice, every little nook and cranny, like a crack addict through the night. If there was even a hint of romance and a sweat stain, I would tackle that person and start slurping it out. Desperate for my next fix. And due to that, I have a pretty extensive backlog of romance animes. Granted, I remember almost none of them because I kind of did it all in a daze. But I've watched one or two myself, personally. And I thought I'd talk about my own personal subjective opinion on what I believe the best kind of romances are. And to cut to the chase, my favorite ones are the really unorthodox ones. Not extremely unorthodox, but that would be pretty good either way. But ones that are kind of out of the norm. Like ones with like a reverse like role in the relationship, or one with like two extremes meet. Now, in case you're wondering what I'm talking about at all, let me give examples. For the first thing I said, where it's a reverse role thing, that might have been the most obvious one. I'm talking about where the couples play a reverse role than they usually play. And to give an example, Lovely Complex is one of the first ones that come to mind. In case you don't know what Lovely Complex is, it's an anime and manga about a boy that has a complex on how short he is because he's pretty short, and a girl that has a complex on how tall she is because she's pretty tall. And these two have feelings for each other, but they also have to deal with their own insecurities on their heights. Now, a lot of people know this anime, so perhaps I didn't need to explain it at all. I personally adore it as well. I don't remember a thing about it because it's been almost 7 years since I last saw it, but I liked it when I saw it. I remember that at least. And this is a manga, not a really well-known manga, but there's a series called A Female Knight that gets treated as a woman for the first time, I think it was called. And in case you don't know what that is, it's a story about a girl who becomes the strongest knight on the continent or in the country or something like that. And she's a really battle-hardened, very scarred, very tough, very strong woman. And she is feared by all. And one day she's called out to like a hill or something, and she meets a really physically weak-looking mage boy who confesses his love to her all of a sudden, and to her abs, which I can personally respect. And she gets all flustered because she's never been treated like this before, and their whole situation starts. It's a very sweet, very comedic, very kind of pervy manga, and it's a very enjoyable one at that. Now, in case you're wondering what I mean with two extremes meeting each other, but tracking back a little bit in the video, I'm talking about animes and mangas and series where they are very extreme in their ways. The best example I can put this is Ori Monogatari. In case you don't know what Ori Monogatari is, it's a shoujo anime and manga about a girl who's very short, very petite, very cute, not a lolly, who likes to bake, likes sweets, likes to cook, etc., etc., etc. Very pretty, very girly, likes cute things. And she meets and she meets a guy who's like 7 foot tall, massive, muscular built, can probably break all your bones in your body just by making eye contact with him. He emits so much raw power that he can probably put out a burning building with just his flexing muscles. And they meet and they fall in love and etc etc etc. It's very good, very wholesome, very enjoyable. I very much adore this series a lot, like a lot. Now that's what I mean, but with really unorthodox couples. I mean, so I hope you get the basic idea of what I'm saying is. I do enjoy other series, but a lot of the series have gotten a little bit too vanilla for my liking, I guess. I'm a little bit above this, and it's not really a sexual thing. Maybe it's a sexual thing. I don't really know. I don't think it is, though. But yeah, I really like it when two couples that are kind of mismatched meet and they fall in love. That's my little preference on the whole subject. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. I do plan on uploading these things daily. And yeah. Farewell. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know what else to say.